Well, here we are back at Tojal Douro, and we parked up because we're coming to meet people later, but first we're going on a dog walk. You're not in. Beautiful. Looks like it's lemon icing or something. Oh well. Oh, wait. Right, folks. We are now coming to part 2 of our Tojal dog walk. And part 2 of our Tojal dog walk. You may remember such this from part 1, which is the marker for the Pilgrim's Way. Now, we happen to know through blood, sweat and tears that we can do a circular walk, and this is the turning point. It's alright, we're not going to show you the whole walk, but we will show you, for those interested, where we make our turns. Intrepid explorers. Right, I'm just taking a few snaps of where we are. It's very simple, basically. You turn right at the crossroads and follow the road. And here we come to. We've been going uphill until we until we turn right at the crossroads. But now you may see that we are going more sharply down. Right, we just got to the bottom of that incline I showed you, and here we have a choice now. I'm inclined to go left, but I think what we actually did last time was go straight on, isn't it? But it looks like most people would turn left here, so don't. Unless you want a really long walk. No, we did. We went straight on. Oh, sorry.
I think that one takes us down to the Little Chef restaurant.
Oh yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah.
Which is a road on the N110, and we call it the Little Chef because it's got a big board in the shape and colours of a chef, which is why we call it the Little Chef.
That's right. And I've just remembered we better not go down there because they're on their summer shutdown.
Yes.
So we'll carry on up this path and fill you in on the details. Yep, we're still going down. Yep. Come on, Poppet. Hey?
The house with the solar panels, or the church, is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The house with the church.
Yeah, so that path we've been literally coming straight down, and now we're coming to a village. The other, well, you can't really see it yet, so no, you won't be able to see the stop sign. So there's a few abodes and a church here, and then the stop sign will be the start of the major road here. Well, not exactly major, but the N110. But surprisingly, we found we don't actually have to go down there. We found a way round, keeping in the countryside. Oh, and look at this. Not that, this. I don't know if you can make out, but once upon a time, this must have been a football pitch. Well, I think that was a very long time ago, and like many things in Portugal, central Portugal in particular, many places have been abandoned, waiting for someone to come along, and there's probably not enough people here to play a five-a-side match anyway.
It must have been, once upon a time, it must have been a small but thriving community to have a whole football pitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is big. You've got the one goal here and the other over there.
Yeah, it's proper pitch. Right, so instead of going along the main road, we're now veering round to the right, as would have been if I was coming along that path. We're going to go along here, but I'm just going to swing the camera around to show you that this tiny little village community here. It's got a church. It's got, I don't know, some sort of play area. I don't know. I have no idea what this place is called, but it's not big. Now, what's that over there then?
I don't know. Looks like a business of some sort.
A what?
Business with the sign
Oh,
on the
yeah,
side.
it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So I'm still in this small, shall we call it hamlet? I don't know what this place is, but whatever it is, it does seem to have some sort of community place, social thing going on. And there's the front of the church. Now I've got to go back up the hill. You can see, maybe you can see in front of me is the steps that lead up to that football pitch, or what was once a football pitch. And some lovely accommodation being provided here with outside mattress for you if you're sleepy. Way up. That's Maria. And presumably in front of her is Lola. Now you probably can't see on the video, but I will make one comment here. It's a brilliant walk, but we've had a long dry summer, and there are two provisos I would give. One is there's lots of weeds. You probably can't see too well here, but I'm just thinking if this was wet, if it had been raining, all these weeds would be rubbing against your legs. Not a big deal, just need to be ready for it. And there are certain sections of this path which is entirely earth here, and if we got a big downpour, some of this would be very muddy very quickly. Hola amigos, example of what I was just saying. At the moment this is fine, but if there'd been some prolonged rain here, it would be a bit of a mare coming through here and all the way further along. So bear that in mind should you ever choose to do this rather enjoyable walk.
Tiny little bird on me.
I know, I had it last time. I seem to have avoided the birds this time, but I noticed I did see them on you.
Yeah.
And what worries me is I bet they're all over Lola as well.
Yeah.
No bambles. Oh, what's happening here? The stragglers we leave behind. Flies? No flies on me. You right, Poppet?
There'll be a pooper on you when you get to the restaurant.
Yeah, guys, I know I just showed you that building and it had this sign on it, didn't it? And now we've just come across this. You know, I can't do a complete translation off the top of my head, but it does seem to me like this is an authorised place to hunt wild boar. And so we're wondering whether that building, that which is a kind of community place where they meet up and go on organised boar hunts, basically. That's the only way you can legally hunt boar here, although poaching may or may not occur. Right, on we go. We're back on the track, and we will be taking a turn soon, so stay tuned for that exciting development. This looks to me like near our property. A couple of years ago we had a fire and almost lost our property, and I'm guessing that from the look of these trees they've been burnt as well, and the fact that they've got green leaves on them again would indicate that it's probably about the same time that that we had the fire, so a year or two ago, a couple of years ago. These are cork oaks, by the way, and obviously they take the bark of these trees to use the corks for wine bottles, because Portugal is still very much corks in bottles rather than plastic. It's a major industry in the central region, though not the main one, but an important one. Sorry?
Lots of little cork souvenirs that are made from it.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Yeah, you're right. From the tourist point of view, plenty of cork constructed souvenirs. Right, overhanging branch, but we're also coming close to the time where we, more by luck than judgment, it has to be said, although I think Maria did spot a track that kept us on course. The question is, where was it?
Slightly to the right and then immediate left.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we come to this sort of meeting of the tracks, and somewhere, we're not going down there, we're not going up there, but somewhere here, and it was just sheer fortuitousness, we found another route.
We went through there.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Right, Lola wanted to go down here, didn't she? Ah, here we go. Ah, there. Yeah, it's quite identifiable now. So, this is the way we go, guys. A bit awkward for little babies called Lola because of all these weeds that are across the track. So instead of helping her, I'm filming her so that you can all see. I did actually just carry her across some brambles to get onto this track. It's fine for people wearing clodhoppers, but the brambles wouldn't be so nice for her. Right, as you can see, we are now exiting the cork oak forest, and we seem now to be approaching ploughed field territory. And this is the final push back to our starting point, which we never recorded for you. But actually, that's a lie, because this is part 2, isn't it? Yeah. And you would have seen the start of the walk on part 1. So that is where we are headed.
Yeah.
Right, now you see, this track seems to go across a ploughed field here. Now I know in the UK, we lived in a rural area in Dorset in the UK, and we were friends with the footpath officer, and he would make sure that after a farmer had ploughed the field, he would then reinstate the public footpaths by driving his tractor over it. But it appears here that rather than plough the whole field and then reinstate, it looks like they just don't plough over the field, the path. Just my observation. Okie dokie, right, we're real close to the end now, and this walk has only taken us, well, not even an hour. We reckon by the time we get back to where the car's parked at the Tojal Douro cafe, the whole walk will probably only take us around an hour, which is a lot quicker than the last, or the one and only time we've done it before, where it took about an hour and 20. But now we know the way.
Yep. So a lot of the walk, or the delay in the last walk, is because we were stopping at all the junctions, looking at a map that we had to find out which way to go, so that we didn't, because we knew that if we went the wrong way, we may get horribly lost.
Yeah, true story.
So, but now we know the way. It's
a lot
very
quicker.
Easy, actually. Very easy. Big climb at the start, and then
yeah, and a gentle incline. To be fair, there was more of an incline than I remembered, but it was very gentle. Once you get up the first 20 minutes, and then it's plain sailing basically.
Sorry, she's eating something, so I'm going to go and get her.
Save some for Mum. Right, you don't want to know what Lola found, believe me. So on the lead she goes. Remember, this is very close to, we're just literally going to come out onto the pilgrims route, and I think possibly a pilgrim might have felt the need to go off the path for a moment, unfortunately. Yes. Right, and there we are, guys. We are back at the starting point, which you may remember from part 1. Now we're just going to walk back along the road, very 3-4 minutes, back to the cafe. It's a big hill they just came down, so... right now. True story here, guys. Pilgrims coming this way, beware of the N110. Dangerous crossing ahead. Actually, I will just show you a boring shot of the M110, just so if anyone does do this walk, they can get their bearings. You can see to our left is Tamar, or the way to Tamar, or even more accurately, the way to the A13 off the N110. And to the right is the direction of Coimbra. Here we go, the N110 at a marker 78 for those who wish to know where we are. And here we are, guys, at Journey's End, where we may take part in a repast of beverages.
And samosas.
And what? Samosa, yeah. Again. Oh, don't move the camera though.
6.3 kilometres is what we've done.
6.3 kilometres in an hour and 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for joining us, folks.